Welcome, dear friends. In this lesson, I'm going to share with you the technique of Kapalabhati Pranayama, which translates into fire breath. Kapalabhati Pranayama, as the name implies, is a heating breathing exercise. This is a good pranayama to apply if you are about to practice and have already spent some time working on your Raja Pranayama and Nadi Shodhana Pranayama, and to conclude the set of exercises with Kapalabhati. This is how it's traditionally included in most yoga sadhana. It is also a good way to energize you in the morning, to warm you in cool times when the weather is perhaps difficult for you if you feel cold, and also mentally activating. To practice Kapalabhati, you have to be sure that you can relax your abdomen completely. I've spoken about reverse breath and how to resolve it in previous lessons. And if that is not something that you have familiarized yourself with or studied yet, I encourage you to go back and look at it. The reason why I encourage you to do so is because as you practice the exercises, if you don't relax your abdomen, you will run out of breath and you won't be able to sustain it for very long. So I'm going to explain why that is as I walk you through the method right now. So with Kapalabhati, you exhale rapidly through the nose like you're blowing into a tissue. So imagine if I'm holding a tissue and I go to bring out any kind of boogers or mucus that's in the nose. You pull your abdomen in and you relax it, and this allows you to exhale. If you do several of these in a row and your abdomen doesn't relax, then you won't be able to fill your lungs to compensate for the air that you just expelled. So I'm going to demonstrate now how to do it properly, and then what might happen if you're running into difficulty and not catching up and having a hard time maintaining the breath. So you practice 2 Raja Pranayamas, and on the third one, you inhale a third of the way and you begin the exercises. I'll demonstrate it now. I conclude with 3 Raja Pranayamas. So if you could observe in the video, I was pulling my abdomen in and then just letting it relax. That relaxation allows for my lungs to fill again. So the expulsion of the air from the lungs, the exhalation, is proactive. You have to do something to get the air out rapidly. The inhalation is completely passive. So normally when we inhale, we draw the diaphragm down, especially in Raja Pranayama, and this allows for lungs to inflate. Here, just the act of relaxing after a rapid expulsion is sufficient to draw in some air. Not a lot, but enough to then repeat the expulsion again and again and again. And it is believed that the engagement of the abdominal muscles has a stimulating effect on the small intestine, which is, in Ayurvedic belief, considered the seed of fire. So anything you do to stimulate your small intestine allows for heat to be generated. So many people, because of the condition of reverse breathing, will expel, and their stomach is already in, so their expulsion is only a fraction of its potential. And then they try to expel again, and then there's hardly anything. So it looks like this. And then they feel like they want to gasp for air. In this circumstance, if you want to practice Raja Pranayama, if you want to practice Kapalbhati Pranayama, I encourage you to slow it down so you can expel, and then give yourself enough time to allow for the abdomen to distend. As much time as it takes for you to feel like you don't have to proactively draw air in, like, yeah. Many teachers, because they've been practicing this pranayama for a long time, are proficient at doing it very quickly. So it fosters a competitive spirit in the class where people are trying to keep up with the teacher. And often they develop a technique where they're proactively exhaling by drawing the stomach in and proactively inhaling by drawing the belly out. And that will also have a stimulating effect, but technique-wise, it is unsophisticated. With time, you'll be able to do it very, very quickly. But don't be in a hurry to do that. It is better to have sound technique and do it slowly than do it very quickly and have poor technique. I hope you found this lesson helpful, and I look forward to continuing in future lessons on the topic of pranayama. And I hope to see you there as well. God bless you always.